when we sit on the ground, is there any way of avoiding it?
You see, it is due to the nabi you have, right or the left, and no practice of sitting down. So what you have to do, that you have to learn a certain, what you call an exercise. I've told people what is the exercise needed for it. Then you will get used to it. You will start sitting on the ground, all right, without feeling the pain on the knee. It will help you in the long run very much. There are certain exercises to be done. But at least your children, you make them sit on the ground from now, so that there's no problem for them. Here, in the West.
In the West, when I came to Paris, I noticed that a lot of ladies, after 60 years old, began to use.
But 60 years, one should have that. Otherwise, you don't look all right. You see, in 60 years, you should look like a 60-year-old, you see, otherwise, it's very embarrassing. So for me, I must say, I must also get some bald head and some wrinkles and this and that. Because, you see, once we were traveling and we had some lady with us, she is 6 years younger to me. And Modi was all the time trying to help her. Poor old lady, poor old lady. I said, what's this nonsense? She's 6 years older, younger to me, and you are just trying to help her all the time. What about me? Nobody's bothered. They make me sit for hours together. They do this, do that. Supposing if I had looked old, you would have said, no, no, mother must be tired. Now the ladies develop that because they might be dominating women. Possibly. Or maybe they are neglecting their hair.
Or drunkenness.
Drunkenness. Also could be they might have taken drugs. Or maybe in the West anything is possible under the sun, you see. Or maybe they have had some problems with their mothers or something like that. Basically must be there. But I think mostly it is due to neglect, complete neglect of the hair. You see these hairstyles. Now you go to any person who is doing this hairstyling, within 3 years' time you are bald. Then they will give a wig. That's their business. So going to these hairdressers and all that, you develop it. What is the need to go to the hairdresser? I don't understand. There's no need to waste your time, waste your money. You look very nice without it. Huh? What is?
Is there a chance to get lost hair back?
You might try. If not by surgery, they say there is a method. They put something here, there, and they plant it and all those things. If you do it, then I see to it that they grow well.
Why are diseases through generations limited to 7 generations?
Or any problem, Mother, any problem that comes through the generation.
The problems are like this. There's only one center which covers all the 7 centers, which is the Muladhara. Because it is the Omkara. It is the Chaitanya. If Muladhara is insulted, say I said if there's an incest relationship and the family grows, then it is 7 generations. But if it is between a very holy relationship like mother and the son and something like that, then it is 14 generations. With complete insult of Sri Ganesh. And so many of these can come from there. Most of it comes because Sri Ganesha gives you the real strength. Those who have insulted Sri Ganesha are always delicate people, physically. So you have to re-establish your Sri Ganesha. Huh?
How to keep the body cool in summer?
To keep the body cool in summer, first of all, you have to do is to take some ice and rub it on your liver. Keep the liver cool. Don't think too much. Don't take hot things. Like in the summertime, so many people eat those watermelons and things like that. They should be cooled down properly. Like even mangoes in India must be cooled down and then taken. All such fruits should be cooled down and then eaten. Some people eat the mangoes just from the tree. That's very wrong. You have to cool it down for 24 hours and then eat it. This we knew, all of us. But in modern times, I don't know if people don't know. All these things add up. Then reduce on meat and fish especially. You should not eat fish in the summertime at all. First of all, it is spoiled, something wrong with it, or else it has phosphorus which ignites. So avoid all these things. Eat things which are food. Now, especially for India, it's very easy because we have got something called gulkand, which is made out of rose petals, which is a very good thing for cooling the liver. Then cardamom, then the candy sugar, sugar itself. All these things will cool down your liver and you will feel very good. The change in your diet is very important during the summertime.
Oh, hemorrhoids. Is it a Muladhara problem? Hemorrhoids.
Right side Muladhara. Right side. For that, you have to keep yourself cool. Again, get the cooling effects, all the cooling things to be done. And also, a very good thing is to eat the black dried grapes. What do you call that? Raisins. Black raisins. Soak them in the night with some orange juice and eat them. Soak them in the morning, eat them in the night before sleeping. That will cool down. That's very, very cool. बनफशा बोलते हैं ना, आप क्या बोलते हैं? एक चीज होती है वो काला काला जो पड़ता है उसको क्या बोलते हैं आप? नहीं, बनफशा नहीं, कुछ और बोलते हैं. जो काला काला मलंग कुछ बोलते हैं ना. हाँ, नहीं, एक मलंग करके आता है ना जो इसमें डालते हैं ठंडक में वगैरह. I've forgotten the name. हाँ, कहाँ है तुम्ही काय म्हणता? नाही, सब्जा नाही. ते एक असतं यांचं काळं काळं, ते ह्याच्यात घालतात शरबत मध्ये किंवा ते आईस्क्रीम बनवतात त्याच्यामध्ये. नाही, दुसरंच आहे काय ते, नाव विसरले मी. पण त्याचं सांगून उपयोगाच काय? For allergy, the best is geru. You take, all of you should take geru, those who suffer from allergy. And we get little stone pieces, round ones. Rub it on that and take it with some water about 7 times and then eat it. It's good for allergy. But everybody should not. Those who have allergy. Geru is not good for people who have overactive liver. Now if you have finished,
India has the biggest problem of leprosy, especially Bihar and UP. What is the reason?
It's a kind of a, it's an infectious disease, and now they have found out some sort of a thing for that. Leprosy is not only in India, it was everywhere. But, the कीटाणु होते हैं उसके, the ones, what you call them, the parasites which create this leprosy, drink kerosene oil, petrol. They prosper in petrol. Do you know that? Huh?
What is the treatment in Sahaj for that?
For leprosy, you see, for any infection as such, it's all left-sided. One can work it out. But as far as possible, keep out of it. Infectious diseases, you better not treat. You see, it's very dangerous. I will never advise you, because you should waste your energy on lepers now. Leave them to me. Which is the easiest way to cure yourself?
What about people who are born with epilepsy?
Oh, epilepsy is curable. 100% curable. It's a left-sided problem. Epilepsy, whether born or anything, can be cured. Can be cured. Excessive tooth decay. You see, for tooth decay, the thing is, you must use your fingers to rub on your teeth. You see, that's the thing, and also on your gums. So what you have, because you have got vibrations, your right Vishuddhi is quite all right. It is due to right Vishuddhi. So what you have to do is, deficiency in right Vishuddhi gives it. Rub it nicely with olive oil and little salt, very good finely thinned out salt, and it will stop it. Every day, every day. Brushing is not sufficient. One more here. What is Siddha?
What is the reason for having your intestines all on the left side?
All on the left side. Nothing on the right. Good idea. Left side. There's no reason as such. You see, after all, think that God creates so many human beings. Even, you tell about 200 people to do some work. One goes this way, another goes that way. You don't know what happens to them. They go so helter-skelter. Now, in that, sometimes it's a freak. It happens. There are freaks. It makes no difference. All right, what do you want? What's this?
Ulcerative colitis.
Ulcerative colitis comes by people who have amoeboisis, maybe. One of them could be. Is it there?
Is there an amoeba?
Yeah, yes, due to that. Or could be due to very hot food if you eat, or if you drink too much. On all these things, you see, can be affecting. But mostly it is due to amoebiasis, I've seen it. And hot food. You shouldn't eat hot food. Like, some people like very hot food and they get this trouble.
Anyone have a question that's a little more visionary and a little less medical?
What's it?
What about Halley's Comet appearing later this year?
I've seen it. This Mr. Haley had seen it and he said this will happen, that will happen. And if they say so, it's a good sign. Let's see. You see, whatever may be the stars, whatever may be the things, unless and until human beings become sensitive, nothing can happen. We have to be sensitive people to receive the blessings of these. Otherwise, Haley may come, any may come, but we go on forever. It will be. If we become sensitive, then only it will happen. First of all, where there is ego, nothing is going to work out. Ego has to go down, and you have to feel everything, the vibrations and everything of the atmosphere of all the stars, then it will work. Otherwise it has no effect.
What is the proper attitude when we take darshan from you? I have never known how to approach you.
What is the proper attitude when we take darshan of you, Sri Mataji? He's never known the proper attitude.
Oh, it's rather embarrassing. All right, I'll close my eyes and my face and I'll take it. तिकडे बघा कोण आहेत वाकुल्या दाखवतात पोरं ओरडतात तसं नाही करायचं म्हणा मूर्खासारखं वागायचं नाही कोण आहे Now, your question is nice. Now supposing Christ appears before you and you know he is Christ, what will happen? That should be the attitude, at least minimum. Though Christ had to manage only one chakra, he had to manage 7.